Hey guys. Hi, welcome to my channel. So, well, today I actually wanted to come on here and speak on something really sensitive, something that has been going on for quite a while, and I just to speak about it. Oh my goodness, guys, I'm sweating because it's really hot in my country. It's so hot right now outside, so I'm really sweating, and the AC air conditioner is not working, and the fan is going to, it's going to like disorganize my hair. So I had to turn off the fan. So for now, I'm just gonna bear the heat. I'm going to have to bear the heat right now. Yeah. So let me move on. So I actually just wanted to come on here and speak on narcissistic mothers. Okay. And I want to share my story. I want to share my story on this case. On it. Um, it's just been a lot that I've gone through that has been so weird. Growing up in a dysfunctional household, just there was just so much that just wasn't really right. If you get what I mean. There was just so much that just wasn't really. This just didn't make any sense. And I just grew up feeling like I wasn't good enough. I grew up feeling like I was worthless, like I was, like I was less than others. Okay, and I would always compare myself to people. I would always say, "Oh my goodness, I wish I was her. Oh my goodness, I don't want to be me." And I know I'm beautiful. Okay, I know I'm pretty enough, but I don't feel that way. You know, how you just feel like how you just know that you're not bad looking, you're not an ugly person, but you just do not feel that way. You just do not feel like you're beautiful at all. That's how I feel. That's how I've always felt for the longest time. Seriously, and it's due to the household that I grew up in. The household I grew up in was very dysfunctional, mostly because of my mom. And I don't want to put too much blame on my mom because I feel like she also had to go through so much, and that maybe probably made her how she is. But I just cannot understand why she was the way she was. I just couldn't get it. I just could not understand why she was just that kind of person. You know. So growing up, I just had my mom was just really crazy. Like she was very verbally abusive. Okay, and I'm Nigerian, so growing up in Nigeria, my mom, it's okay for your parents to hit you. Okay, it's okay for your parents to flog you. I have some scars given to me by my mom, and it's not abuse. In this country, it's not abuse. It is totally okay, totally fine for your parents to flog you, beat you, whatever. Okay, and verbal abuse is very normal. So I was really a child growing up, and the things my mom used to say to me was just weird. It was just not like I just always wondered why. And as a child, I always used to ask myself, oh my goodness, why is she my mom? I wish someone else was my mom. I wish someone else is my mom. That's what I always used to say. I always used to ask God, God, why? Why is this woman my mom? It's really not fair that you made this woman my mom. I wish someone else was my mom, you know? And my goodness, I just couldn't explain it. So I grew up with the lowest self esteem. I grew up comparing myself to other people. I grew up with the spirit of rejection. The spirit of rejection is a spirit, is like an energy that follows you around. Wherever you go, people just don't accept you, no matter what you do, no matter how you try to please them. Okay. I've always felt like I'm someone who would be rejected by other people. And that's why I'm very antisocial. I don't speak to people. I don't know how to make friends. I don't know how to maintain a relationship because I feel like I have that spirit of rejection that no matter what I do, I will always be rejected, no matter how I try. So because of this, I had a tendency to be a people pleaser. You know, I was I am a people pleaser. Well, I'm not anymore, but I used to be. I had to fight it to get to this point. I still am to an extent, but not as bad as I used to be. So right now at this point, I think I'm better. Okay, I'm now better at establishing my boundaries and sticking to my boundaries. But it was way worse back then. But and also due to everything, I wasn't doing well academically in school. I was always doing poorly, and I always felt like it was my fault. I don't study. I don't do so much. I'm not. I don't put in any effort. But then one time in primary school, I had a teacher that that just I guess she just had some sympathy for me, and she decided to be my friend. Okay, she decided to be my friend, and she decided to coach me on her own. And from there, the love I'm getting from this teacher, from this teacher showing me that she being friendly to me, being kind to me, showing me that she truly understands me. It gave me this sense of belonging, and it made me to open myself up to her. And she started teaching me and coaching me, and I started doing well. I started doing well academically in secondary school, but not secondary school, actually primary school. But then once I left primary school and I got into secondary school, I felt like I would never do well without that teacher. I became dependent on her, because I felt like without this teacher, I would never be able to do well. I wouldn't do better. I would always fail, and it happened. I was doing so poorly academically. I had no friends in school. Why? Because of my social anxiety. Because I've got social phobia. It's not even social anxiety. It's social phobia. I had social phobia, and due to my social phobia, I wasn't able to speak to people. Whenever I try to communicate with people, I would be filled with so much anxiety, and my I wouldn't be able to move my mouth. Yes, I would be stuck. It's like I would freeze while trying to communicate with people, like my classmates, and trying to make friends. I would freeze, and they would classify me as some weirdo, you know. And then during that time, because of my weird behavior and my weird, the weird character I was exhibiting, I had people bullying me. I was bullied, you know, taken advantage of. There was just so much that went on that I really don't want to like go into deep. But yeah, I don't want to blame my mom too much. But I feel like right now I have there's just so much going on with me. I feel like I'm just not growing in any way in my life. I feel so stuck, and I have no passion for life. I have no passion. I have no talents. I'm not doing anything. I'm not doing well. And I don't know. I really confused. I do not know if it's the abuses that has stuck with me, but I just feel so stuck, guys. And I don't know how to break free. I do not know. My mom has been so abusive since I was a child. My mom used to call me a failure. You are a failure. You never do well. You can never do well in life. You know. And she would say all sorts of things. She would say, "Oh, you smell really badly. Oh, you have a body odor. Oh, you're a dwarf." These are things that my mom used to say, and it was normal. It was normal. It's normal for your mom to say these things. Oh yeah, she's your mom. She can say it. It doesn't mean she doesn't love you. I would. So growing up as a child, I used to hear all these things. She would compare me to her friends' kids, compare me to her sister's children, and even in front of them, make sure that she would always let them know that they are better than me and my sister. She would always tell them that that we're not good enough. Oh, she would always embarrass us publicly. She would always embarrass us in front of people, and that's why right now I've got lisp. If you can notice right now in the camera, I'm trying to speak, but I'm stammering. Okay, I do repeat my words because I have anxiety in a camera, but I've been trying to fight it, and that's why I am fighting it right now. I wanted to start YouTube for the longest, but due to my anxiety, there was just so much to play. That's why I didn't start my YouTube. And I've always wanted to share my story, but I just didn't have the courage. And I have lisp, and I do stammer sometimes when I'm nervous. But right now I'm doing it regardless. I wanted to come on here and share my story, and I hope and maybe find other people that are able to relate. Okay, because honestly, I would love for you guys to leave your comments in the comment box down below, just so I can see your own experience in life with a narcissistic mom. I want to know if I'm the only one who've gone through this. You know, it's really not been easy living with my mom. Okay, I'm still 24, still living with my mom because I am so dependent on her. I do not know how to. I do not know how to leave. I do not know how to. I don't know how to start. Okay, and in my last video, I was saying that I was dependent on some guy. This is one of the reasons why I was dependent on that guy, because I really did not have much going for myself, and I'm still in my parents' house. I'm still dependent on my mom. I'm still staying with my mom. Okay, I've actually like started to do something for myself. I'm getting I registered myself for a design class, and I am learning a skill that I want to like make a career out of. So I'm just doing that one right now at the moment, and I'm hoping that I'm learning a skill, and hopefully the skill that I'm learning would actually take me places. That is my prayer. That is what I'm praying for, you know? But then just just knowing that I don't have a friend in my mom made me to throw myself at men. Okay, it made me to be so dependent on men, trying to get, just putting up with things I don't want to put up with because I feel so alone. I feel so lonely. I feel like nobody gets me. I feel like I cannot fit in this world. I just feel like sometimes I just ask myself, why do I even exist? Like, why am I even here? What am I even doing here? What's the point? What's the point of all this? I don't know how to make friends. It's very, very difficult for me to make friends. And then when I eventually make friends, it's very difficult for me to keep them because, I feel like I tend to feel insecure that they're doing better than me. And I feel like they tend to start seeing me in a negative light. Like they tend to start being condescending towards me. And that makes me so uncomfortable. That makes me so angry. It makes me feel so less of myself. And because of it, I just cut everyone off. I just cut everybody off, you know? So I'm someone who values friendship. I value friendship. I love to have friends and maintain my relationships with people. But I never seem to attract people that actually get me. And when I eventually do, I tend to I tend to mess it up one way or the other, or this just change, and start looking down on me, and things like that. And I get it. I get it. Nobody wants to associate with someone who's just confused in life, and it's terrible. Honestly, yesterday I had a heated argument with my mom, and she said all sorts of things. She was talking about, oh, you're a hooker, this, that, a shower, when, and and things that I shared with her in confidential, she was saying it, shouting it so that the entire neighborhood can hear it. And she would call her friends and her sisters in front of me. Oh, do you know what she said? Oh, do you know this? Da, 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 da. Oh, do you know this girl? Referring to me, of course. Do you know what? Do you know this girl? She is this. She's that. Oh, do you know she told me she's this? Oh, do you know she told me that? That's the kind of mom I have. Whenever she's angry at me, or whenever we like get in an altercation, she would call people up, telling them things I had told her in confidence as my mom, seeking her advice from her. When you have a parent, your mom, you want to seek advice from your mom. You want to get some wisdom from your mom, right? So things I told my mom in confidence, she would start spilling it, telling it to people, telling people, oh, this, that, oh, she did this. Oh, yeah, do you know what she told me one time? That is why she's where she is. That is why she's useless. That is why she's this. That is why she's that. And I know I have my faults. Okay, I'm not going to completely put the blame on my mom because I'm an adult. Okay, I'm supposed to know. I'm supposed to know. I'm supposed to like try to get myself out of this predicament that I'm in. I'm supposed to like get out of here. I would love to move. Okay, I would love to move out of here and just start my life afresh. Finally discover myself. Finally like go on my self discovery journey. Finally have peace of mind. You know, but I feel stuck, guys. I feel so stuck, and I don't know how to like free myself. I don't know how to get myself out of the situation. I'm just going through so many emotional and verbal abuse here, and I'm just tired of it, guys. I'm tired of the insults. I'm tired of the toxicity. I'm tired of the fighting. I'm tired of being this girl. I'm tired of having to battle with anxiety. I'm tired of complaining every day. I'm tired of being sad. I'm tired of calling my friend and always complaining to her. Oh, I'm arguing with my mom again because she's tired of hearing it. At this point, she is tired of hearing it, and it's so obvious. And I'm tired of seeing it too. I want to elevate in life. I want to be in a different space in my life. I want to grow. I want to mature, and I want to change. I want to work on myself so that I can do better, so I can be better. I want to finally be proud of myself, because I've never ever been that. I've never ever been proud of myself. Honestly, I do have my bad habits that I really am willing to change, but I feel like I'm just tired of this like environment, and I've outgrown this environment. I want to leave this environment. I would like to go to a new city, an entirely different city or a different country, start my life over, and finally, oh god, my nose is so itchy. Sorry, guys. And finally get the opportunity to, to be myself, to do to do what I know that I desire, to pursue my passions, you know. but it's not easy. I feel so distracted here. I feel so stuck. I'm not able to do anything. And my mom is really chaotic. She's always yelling. So I'm not able to do my YouTube videos because she's always shouting, It's either she's yelling at me or she's calling someone on the phone, and it's just so dysfunctional. Like I feel like my home is dysfunctional and I want to go. This is my parents' house and it just doesn't feel like my home anymore. It doesn't feel like my home anymore, and I would love to leave. I would love to relocate. I would love to move, but I feel stuck. I do not know where to start from. I do not know how to do it. It's so hard. It's so hard living like this. I'm really trying to fight my battles. I'm trying to fight my anxiety. I'm trying to be a better person. I'm trying to really work on my conversation skills. I'm trying to work on my shyness, and I just want to build myself. I want to build my personality. Okay? I want to be able to know how to network with people, I want to make genuine connections. But it's so hard because I feel like my energy is low. I just have this negative energy around me. It's this negative energy that I'm carrying around. I'm taking this negative energy around because I cannot feel anything but negativity because that's where I'm in. A flower cannot bloom in the environment that destroyed it. You know, that is one quote that I saw one time on Instagram that has stuck with me. A flower cannot bloom in an environment that destroyed it. You know, it's like a flower being under the sun and like no water. It's not being watered. It's just under that toxic condition, under that sunlight, and it's just being heated by the sun, being heated by the sun. But there's no water. It's not being watered. There is no way that flower is going to bloom. That flower is going to die off. But when you take that flower out of that environment and put it in a better environment, in an environment where it can be watered regularly, where it's not going to be neglected, where it's going to be watered, where it's going to be, the right amount of sunlight is going to, is going to hit the flower, the plant, and water, and then, there's care for the plant. You see that flower start to grow, start to bloom, you know? That's just the thing. So I've been trying to work on myself in this environment and it's impossible. There's just so much negativity around me that I just cannot seem to concentrate. And I've been praying to God. Honestly, right now, my relationship with God is very bad. It's very, very bad because I really cannot even. I'm like, God abandoned me in the time I needed him the most. Oh God, why am I so, why is my nose itchy? Anyway, I'm like, God abandoned me at the time I needed him the most. I would never trust in him again. It's not easy. I know I can never do life without God. But right now, I just don't know. I guess wherever life takes me, that's where I'll go. I'm just living in a moment. I have cried to God, I've prayed to God, I've called on him. He never showed up. And, I'm not religious. I don't want to be religious, okay? I do believe in God, but I'm not a religious person. I don't want to be religious. So that's that. I do want to have a relationship with God. I do want to have a genuine one, not one that feels like I'm in shackles, not one that feels like I am, not one that feels like I'm just being restricted by so many things. I just cannot stand it. But that's another story for another day, okay? So yeah, my mom is the kind of mom that I remember when I was 15. I was 15. Oh God, why am I itchy? What is going on? Anyway, I remember when I was 15. I would have and my mom, and I would do something that would upset my mom. She would go and take everything she got from me: my phone, my laptop, my clothes, my deodorant that she had gotten from me. I was 15. She would take everything, lock it up in her room. For 2 months, I was not able to access the clothing that she got from me, my phone, nothing. Okay? That was what she would, or she would smash the phone. The phone that she's gotten from me, the laptop that she's gotten from me, she did it twice in a row. Okay? She got me a phone, got me a laptop. She smashed it when I had an argument with her. When I was angry, when she was angry with me, when I had an argument with her, she smashed it twice. Okay? She did it not once but twice. Then another time, she took every clothing, every shoes, deodorant. She took it all and she locked it in a box and took that box to her, in a luggage actually, took that luggage to her room and locked it up in her room. This is what she does. This is exactly what she does. Whenever and so my relationship with my mom has been very toxic. My mom has been very abusive. And another thing that I realized about her is that she lacks empathy. No matter how hard I try to talk to her, no matter how hard I try to make her understand my feelings, she never gets it. She always likes to claim to be the victim. She always likes to, like, call people, oh, she did this to me. Oh, she's so disrespectful. Oh, she's not a good child. She dishonors her parents. That's why she's not being blessed. That's why she's a failure, because she likes to dishonor her parents and this, her, and that. And I'm someone who doesn't like conflicts. I'm very non-confrontational. Okay, I'm somebody who loves peace. I'm somebody who loves to keep the peace between me and other people. So why would I not want to keep the peace between me and my mom? Why would I not want to do that? Why would I not want to keep the peace between me and my mom? Like, I just don't get it. Like, but being here has turned me into something else. I see myself saying things to my mom that I can never imagine that I would ever say in my life. But it's because of the kind of environment that she has created for me. It's turning me into someone that I don't want to be. It's turning me into someone that I just cannot stand myself. I'm just turning into somebody that I know is not really me, and I just cannot stand to be that person. And honestly, I would love to leave. I would love to get up and just move somewhere, like start something for myself. You know, guys, I'm just stressed out. You can see my face. I've lost so much weight. Okay, I've lost weight. I'm stressed. I am tired. You have no idea. I don't even have the strength to speak right now because I'm just, yeah. But my prayers are maybe that hopefully God will see me through and I would get out of this. Maybe one day I'll triumph. Maybe one day I'll be proud of myself. Maybe one day I'll do better. Maybe one day I'll discover my passion and just start just start working towards bettering myself as a person. Maybe one day I'll make a name for myself. Maybe one day I'll prove all of them wrong. I hope that one day I will. I hope that I'll be able to prove all of them wrong one day. You know, it's really and truly not easy, but hopefully God is my strength. Dealing with so much gaslighting, manipulation, emotional abuse. I am tired. I am so tired of dealing with it. I want to leave. I know I can be so much better. Right now I'm dull and I feel so lifeless and empty. But I know I can be bubbly. I know that I can be friendly. I know that I can be happier. You know, I know that there's so much to me. I know that I have so much potential. I just want to I want to be an environment that is accepting and loving of me. An environment that would, instead of tearing me down, would actually love upon me. That love would help me grow. That love would help me be better. I know that for a fact. I hope to one day attract my tribe, attract people that genuinely love me, see me, and understand me. Growing up, I felt so invisible. All of my life, I felt like I was invisible. I felt like I was invisible all of my life. I felt like nobody understood me and I just could not fit in anywhere. I just couldn't. But I hope that one day I'll be able to finally fit in somewhere. And I hope that one day I'll finally do better, you know, by the grace of God Almighty. Yeah, so guys, I will do more on this video. Maybe one day I'll share more details, and everything that I've experienced from my narcissistic mother who lacks empathy. But for now, I'm just going to say this, okay? And yeah, that's it for this video. Thank you guys for tuning in. Please share your experiences with me down in the comment section down below. And please do subscribe to my channel because that is one way that you're supporting me as well. Okay. Please help me by supporting this channel to grow. Okay. And I just want to like create my own family on social media. Like, on YouTube, I want to have my own YouTube family. Okay. It's going to mean it's going to mean so much to me knowing that I have people that love me, online, that, that are rooting for me, that are sharing for me, honestly, I would really, really I would really appreciate it. So guys, please like and subscribe and share my video. Thank you guys. See you in my next one. Bye. Bye. Thank you.